Hey everybody, this is Caesar with Small Engine Velocity coming at you with a Ruckus video. If you have been watching this channel for the last maybe 3 weeks, you'll notice that there was a stranded video and an unstranded video. Well, technically, I have solved the problem of the strandedness, what caused it, but I haven't come up with a solution, or I have now a solution for the root cause of why I got stranded and why these parts broke. So today we're going to take a look and install the parts that's going to be a winning factor in making my Honda Ruckus something that won't strand me, or at least there's one less worry whenever I'm riding around. Anyways, let's go ahead and roll that intro. Now that we've rolled the intro, this is something that I bought from DROW, D-R-O-W. Normally, when I don't buy kits, usually I like to buy the parts individually, because generally whenever you buy a kit for something, it costs more than if you bought it yourself individually. You know, curated kits usually have a higher price tag because they're known good parts that work together. Well, this is one of the few occasions where I've put stuff together and it cost more, no matter what side I went, it cost more than this kit. So this is what I purchased. So the first piece I got in the kit is this Stage6 digital fuel meter right here, okay? This is an expensive piece for what it does. I don't understand why it costs so much, but yeah. This is the fuel meter that I'm going to put in here because the solution to my problem is to know how much gas is in my gas tank. What also came in this kit is a MET fuel sender. So if you look at this carefully, this is the part that comes out of the tank right here. And then this is the float. And then here's the cable that goes to the gauge out there, right? So if anyone's ever had a Honda Metropolitan, you'll know that the gas gauge on a Honda Metropolitan shows you a level, right? A level. It doesn't show you an orange light when it's low. It'll show you how much you have on the time. What also came in the kit is a tank seal. Of course, you're gonna take that gasket off for the sender. So go ahead and put a new gasket in. So the only piece that came in the kit that seems to be a custom piece to make this work on the Ruckus is this connector that goes to the fuel sender gate, the harness, and then some wires, some crimps. I guess that's a ground of some sort, and some instructions on the inside. And when we get to install this piece, we'll go ahead and take a look. But this, I believe, is made by DROW Motorsports? Oh my gosh, I can't remember anymore. Anyways, yeah, so this is what this is for, is to get this to connect to this, to connect to this, and then reseal it with that. So a good question you should be asking yourself right now is, where is he going to mount that gauge? I'm very interested as to where he's gonna put that gauge. Is he gonna put it on his bars, his battery box, on the floorboard? Where is he gonna do it? Well, this piece was sent to me when I did the GY6 build by June from Just for Show, when he sent me the 8x10 wheel in the back. It's kind of dirty right now, but I think maybe you can get a visualization of what I'm talking about. So it's a tank cover with a slot right here where you can put the gauge. And I know the gauge will fit in here, right? As a matter of fact, it looked like there used to be a gauge in there already anyway. So the only problem is that on the edges, it looks like it was cut out. Not 100% sure why. I'm hoping that the, what's it called? The flip pieces that I have will cover these holes and still fit inside of here. And then it's a little bit longer of a cover than my old one. What I need to do first is, of course, clean this off, sand it down, get it painted orange, and then I can use this piece to put on my tank. Now, the only problem I think is it's gonna take me a while to get this orange, and I wanna install the gauge, so I may forego putting that in and go ahead and just get the gauge on, and then put the gauge on the neck of the bike, and then from there, use it for a while, make sure it works good. while I really make that orange on there look good. And this time, use clear coat so it doesn't freaking melt the next time I accidentally spill gas on it. Anyways, I'm recording this days before I actually do this, so to me, it's gonna take days. To you, it's gonna feel like I'm doing it right now. So let's first review wiring. So you get this, the sensor, the float for your fuel level. We're gonna install this first. We'll put this in with the gasket. That should be fairly straightforward and simple to figure out. Then you have the mount for the gauge, and the gauge has 3 wires. Red and black, which is your negative and your power, and then your green, which is your signal wire. Then you have the custom harness from DROW, and this plugs in. This is a ground, a separate ground. This ground goes to this ground, and then goes to the ground of the bike. I don't know why it has to have a separate ground, but whatever. And then the yellow is the signal. So this connects to here. And yes, it sounds like it all makes sense, but how I'm going to run all this, I have no idea. I'm going to have to work that out as we do this. I'm going to do it as in an entire time lapse, and then we can review the configuration. They also sent you some crimps for some of these wires and some heat shrink wrap that you use with a lighter. I may or may not use this, I don't know. I might turn it into a connector, who knows. And then with the gauge, it comes with some taps, and it tells you where you should connect all these to in a perfect world. But you know, if you have to refer back, you have this sheet that they gave you with the gauge, and it kind of gives you a little bit of a map on here. And then apparently there's also other functions. Fuel warning, you can do fuel warning change from 25% to 20%, all sorts of cool stuff. Anyways, that's less what's important to me and more important that I know how much gas I have in my tank. First thing we're gonna do, install this, and then we'll take the battery box off, and then we'll start doing all this stuff right here. Now, as an extra note, I did spend the last 2 days painting this, clear coat and paint. The gauge will go into here and go on as the tank cover, and I'll have a gauge that faces up towards me. Not the best paint job in the world, but it's just as good as my old tank cover. It's gonna sit in the sun for a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and begin with the installation. So let's go ahead and do that. So I didn't know this. The actual Met is a float that floats up and down. The stock one for the Ruckus, all it is a sensor. So when the gas is no longer on here or in here, then it makes the light go off. So that's the difference. This actually has something that tells you how high it is. This one just tells you when either there's gas on it or no gas on it. So let's continue to work on this. Alright, so let's review. I got the new fuel sender in, connected to the harness that they gave me in the kit. The green wire hooks up to, or the yellow wire hooks up to the green wire, which is the signal wire. The extra harness black grounds to here. The black wire from the gauge connects to the black wire from the extra harness and goes here. This will be redone later. And then what's different that I did is that the power coming out of here goes to this relay, and that relay is controlled through the ignition switch. So whenever I turn the key, the relay opens and then feeds power to the gauge. So I'm pretty sure everyone's pretty curious as to see how this thing works. So we'll take the key and I'll turn it into the on position. Get a better angle. There you go. There. I have 66% of a tank. How cool is that? Off, on. And it's backlit, so I can see this at night. Off, on. All right. So if you ask me, that's a pretty good final product. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and zip all this stuff up, and I want you to see